What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan as Dents, and welcome back to another build video. Today, we're actually covering a character I meant to cover a long time ago, and that's because they were actually the subject of my first Genshin Impact video here on the channel. If you don't remember, last March, I actually ended up pulling for Venti when he came back during the Windbloom Festival. And yeah, it took me all the way to pity and it sucked. But today we're finally going to delve into the Anemo Archon and his kit. And I'm actually really excited because Connor's been wanting me to do this one and kind of just build my Venti up. For this video, I actually had to borrow some artifacts from other Anemo characters to make this possible, just because I did want to make this video, and I haven't used Venti in a really long time. He was part of my core 4 during 1.4 and some of 1.5, so it's really nice to kind of have him back. But if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, let me know what build I should do next. Hopefully it's already in the pipeline, otherwise I'll try to get working on it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Obviously you can see we got Venti. That is not the character chart. Thank you. There we go. So we have Venti. Only level 80, but that's okay, because, you know, it's fine to work at that. I believe he scales energy recharge, so he's self-sufficient in energy recharge, which is very nice. I have him at 1200 attack, 17,000 HP, 694 elemental mastery. I believe Anemo damage bonus is only at 15%. Yes. We're running the stringless on him. It's his best bow. Other bows that can work are the Windbloom Ode, and the only way you would have gotten this is if you actually played during 1.4 and participated in the Windbloom Festival. It's a very nice bow. It's essentially like a it's kind of like a little bit weaker stringless, but it's still a really good bow nonetheless. Other options, obviously the main 5-star option for Venti would be Elegy for the End, I believe it is. I believe that is his best 5-star weapon. Other weapons you can use, could probably use the Viridescent Hunt, Moon's Moon maybe. I'm trying to think. I believe those are all really the good bows for Venti, but Stringless is definitely his best. Obviously, this is a support showcase, so you won't be seeing a lot of DPS. You'll just be seeing how he functions, how he's supposed to work in a team, that kind of stuff. But I am excited to have him back on the team. It's been a while. Obviously, you're going to be wanting to run 4-piece Viridescent Venereer. Obviously, his best slot, and we're running triple energy elemental mastery. Elemental mastery, not energy recharge. Elemental mastery on all pieces. He's Constellation 0, but we're going to go ahead and talk about his constellations, because obviously this is a build video. Of course, I'm going to talk about the constellations. His C1 gives 2 additional arrows per aimed shot, each doing 33% of the original arrow's damage. I don't see a big point in getting past C0, to be honest, but like I said, I got to talk about it. But yeah, you get 2 additional arrows, so 3 arrows per shot. C2, Skyward Sonnet, his skill decreases opponents' animal resistance and physical resistance by 12% for 10 seconds. Opponents launched by his skill suffer an additional 12% animal resistance and physical resistance decrease while airborne. Honestly, very good for using his burst. If you do have C2, is very good for his burst, because you literally just hit him with that, fire his burst, and then they're sucked into a black hole and they're stuck in the air. So it's ridiculous. C3, his burst gains 3 levels. C4, when Venti picks up an elemental orb or particle, he receives a 25% Anemo damage bonus for 10 seconds. I mean, it's okay. It's just a damage buff to Anemo. Increases the level of Skyward Sonnet by 3 seconds, which is obviously his skill. And C6, targets who take damage from Wind's Grand Ode have their animo resistance decreased by 20%. If an elemental absorption occurred, then there is resistance toward the corresponding element, and it's also decreased by 20%. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's where we stand on constellations. Obviously, I'm at 4, 5, 6. The main focus for his talents is obviously going to be his burst. Because he is a support, his burst is the most important thing. It literally sucks everybody in. His damage over time is 52.6%. His additional elemental damage is 26.3%, and it lasts for 8 seconds. The energy cost is 60, which is not bad because he already has energy recharge in his kit. Obviously, there's a cool press and hold version of his skill. The hold actually creates an air current. You can actually use that to fly around a little bit easier. You can actually glide, which is really nice. And then obviously, the press does a little bit less, and it has a 15-second cooldown. Obviously, you don't want to really auto attack with Venti. It's possible to make DPS Venti, but not the best. Embrace the winds. Holding Skyward Sonnet creates an up current that lasts for 20 seconds. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So if you use your hold skill, you get a up current, and you can glide with it and whatnot. Really helps with exploration. Him and Kazuo are really good with exploration, literally. Second passive regenerates 15% energy for Venti after the effects of Wind's Grand Ode end. If an elemental absorption occurred, this also restores 15 energy, not percent, to all characters of that corresponding element. So if it swirls Pyro, it'll give 15 energy to the Pyro character. Cryo gives to the Cryo character. Electro goes to the Electro character. Hydro, so on and so forth. And then his passive decreases gliding stamina consumption by 20% for your own party members. Of course. I believe the other character with this is Amber. I don't believe there is another character otherwise with this passive. But yeah, you get an extra 20% to work around with. Of course, accompanying Venti today, we have Zhang Li, Yoimiya, and Ganyu. Pretty much the Ganyu team, but we're adding in Venti rather than Shenhe. And mainly, he's going to act as... he's pretty much going to act as our target, because once we get everyone swirled up, we can just shoot with Ganyu. So that's how we're going to be doing this. And I have commissions to do, thankfully, so we actually can go into a big group of enemies. And also, my burst is already almost ready to be used, so that is also a good thing about this. Let's go ahead and get over here.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hello.
Brace yourself.
What up? Got that.
Time for takeoff.
Shoot that. Yeah, you can kind of see. If only they'd get sucked in a little bit easier, it would have helped, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, is it down here? Yeah, it's down here. Tee-hee. I went to the wrong spot. Obviously, there's the normal hold.
Let's play.
Just fling that 13k. Wow. I haven't seen Venti do that much in a while.
Yahoo!
Go ahead and do that again, and fire.
Think you can get away?
Just do that. And they got killed. They literally get shredded inside Venti's burst, which is really nice. That was a nice cool stroke right there. But yeah, Venti's actually so much fun to use.
Brace yourself.
Just haven't used him in a while. I miss kind of having Venti in the team. Maybe I'll have to actually get him his own artifact.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Honestly, Venti's so much fun.
Time
Let's
for
do it this
takeoff.
way.
No touching.
It's gonna be difficult.
Stabilize.
But that is pretty much how Venti works, is you really, he gathers enemies. And that is the main thing. He can also, if he does have that big elemental mastery, he's going to do a lot more damage over time. You could also build him in with an animo damage bonus cup. It might benefit a little bit there. but mainly you do want that elemental mastery, because Animo literally EM is the best you can do. We'll go ahead and do the next commission here, kind of showing off a little bit.
Yahoo!
Energy real quick. Oh, so close. Come on.
Brace yourselves.
There. Okay.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Come on. Getting quite a bit of energy from that. Okay, there we go. Now I can come over here. Hey guys.
Think you can get away?
There's no end to this.
Then Gandhi can just kind of do this. It's so good.
Let's play!
And look at, since he did it
Time for
correctly this
takeoff.
time,
The wrong
he actually
test
already has his
subject.
burst back. Yeah, it just sucks in enemies, and that really helps for mainly the see, look at that, and also helps with resources. It's amazing. It's amazing. He's very good for that. He's good on teams with any bow characters, so Ganyu, Yoimiya, Amber, I guess, if you run Amber like that. Like any character that can utilize Venti's black hole is going to be really good with him, and I really do enjoy Venti, and I'm glad that I actually picked him up again, because it's been a while since I've actually used him in
Sure, I'll
in
play you
this kind of
another
manner.
tune.
But of course, let me know what you think of Venti. Are you hoping he reruns soon? If, of course, this goes out during 2.5, because we're obviously at the end of 2.4 when I'm recording this. But let me know what you guys think of Venti, and of course, what other build videos you want to see. Obviously, my name is Dylan is Dents. I'll catch you in the next one, Dents Nation. Peace.